Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Haidar Salahuddin and you can call me Haidar. I'm from SMKN 22 Jakarta and I want to storytelling about a Robin Hood short story. Okay, let's begin. A long time ago, England was ruled by a wicked, greedy Prince John. He ordered the sheriff of Nottingham to tax the people so heavily that some were forced to become outlaws. Two of the most famous outlaws were Robin Hood and Little John, who would steal the tax money from the sheriff and give it back to the poor. One day, Prince John was traveling by coach to Nottingham to pick up more tax money. He was so busy counting his gold that he didn't notice he was passing through Sherwood Forest, the home of Robin Hood. Nor did he see that Little John and Robin Hood were watching him from behind the trees. "Look at our gold, hey Little John. Let's pay Prince John a visit," said Robin Hood. In his coach, Prince John was talking to his counselor. "Sir, he's about his favorite subject, gold. Life has become so wonderful since King Richard left for the Crusades. He treated the people too nicely, and he missed out on all this lovely gold," said Prince John. Robin Hood and Little John were standing by the roadside disguised as lady fortune tellers. When the coach passed by, Prince John ordered to stop the coach. While Robin Hood told Prince John fortune, he slipped the royal rings off his fingers, and Little John helped himself to the prince's gold. Prince John never ever knew he had been robbed until Robin and Little John escaped. Meanwhile, the sheriff Nottingham was busy collecting tax. He even took the coin that Miss Bunny had given her son Skippy for his birthday. The sheriff had no heart. Robin Hood didn't think little Skippy should go without present on his birthday, so he gave his bow and arrow and his big hat as a gift. The first time Skippy tried the bow, his arrow flew over Prince John's castle wall. Another side, he was saw Marian and Lady Luck. Even though Marian was related to Prince John, she was Robin's friend. Long ago, they had been childhood sweethearts. One day, Robin's friend Friar Tuck came to Sherwood Forest with some news. "Prince John is having an archery tomorrow. Maid Marian will kiss the winner." Everyone knew that Robin was the best archer in all of England. The next day, two strangers appeared at the tournament, a stork and a duck. "Nobody will recognize us in this disguise. I will win the tournament and the kiss, but no one will know the winner is Robin Hood," said Robin Hood. Soon, the stork and the sheriff were the only ones left in the contest, and even though sheriff tried to cheat by having the target move, the stork made an amazing move and won. Prince John was watched very closely. Robin Hood came to claim his prize, but Prince John ordered his guard to seize him and give him immediate death. But suddenly, Little John grabbed Prince John and told him to free Robin Hood. Once Robin was free, a big fight began. Robin and John fought off the guard bravely. Sword clashed, and the arrow flew. Maid Marian was almost seized by the guards, but Robin somehow recused her. and he and his friend escaped into the woods, safely back in Sherwood Forest. All of them celebrate, and Little John sang a song making fun of Prince John. It was so funny that soon all of Nottingham was singing it. On hearing it, Prince John became very angry and commanded to double the tax. But of course, nobody could pay, and the prisons were full. The sheriff even robbed the courts and arrested Fry for objecting. When Prince John heard that Fairtrade was in jail, he planned a new trap for Robin Hood. We'll hang Friar in the morning, and when Robin comes to rescue, we'll have him, said Prince John. But Robin Hood was a foxy fellow, and he was dressed up like a guard. He and Little John climbed the high castle wall and carefully stole the jail keys from the sheriff, who was sleeping. And everyone was surprised to see a familiar face and cried with joy. Meanwhile, Robin had climbed up to Prince John's bedroom, where all the gold was kept. Prince John answered his were sound asleep. Robin tied the bags of gold to a rope between the bedroom windows and the jail. Suddenly, Prince John awoke and saw there was no gold left. The courtyard became a jumble of arrows, guards, and fleeing prisoners. When Robin had bombed to the surface of the moat, Prince John was overjoyed and thought that he was dead. But Robin had escaped by diving the moat. Even Little John thought that Robin had drowned, but suddenly Little John saw Robin and he was overjoyed. Soon after Robin's narrow escape, good King Richard Nairobi came back from the Crusades to take his place. On the throne of England, happiness returned to the land. Robin Hood and the Maid Marian were married, and all their friends come to wish them all. The end. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.